Alright, today on Repairs 101 I'm going to show you what you can do if you've gone and dropped a valuable piece of jewelry down the kitchen sink, or any other sink for that matter. I'll show you a couple of possibilities. Alright, I'll try and keep this as quick as I can, and apologies for the static camera angles. Let's do a little zoom in and see what we can do. Make this a little more interesting. Okay. Here on your left, there's a sink. Just above my head here is another sink. We have some downpipes, some elbows. There's a water trap. Comes up, joins a T-junction that joins the two downpipes from the two sinks. And here's another drain from the dishwasher right there. Dishwasher right here drains through this hose right here and just tees into this pipe right here. Again, through the T-junction into the water trap, or elbow pipe if you prefer, and out through the wall and then down into the sewers. So you're going to need a container like a bucket to catch the water that's going to come out of this. You might be lucky and you might have some new plastic pipes like this that are easy enough to just crack by hand and you don't even need any tools. But there are a lot of options available to you as far as what you can use to open up that elbow joint. This pair of channel locks here might be kind of overkill. They're quite something. Just an ordinary pair that you might find in virtually anybody's kitchen drawer, on the other hand. That's really all you need. You can use a pipe wrench, but pipe wrenches are heavy and cumbersome and might be inclined to damage the plastic pipes. There are new style of pipe wrench available. That would certainly be very effective and very useful, but that's kind of an expensive wrench for the average person. So I might still recommend you just go with the medium-sized channel locks here. If all you've got is, say, a chain wrench or a locking chain wrench, you know, this kind of stuff will obviously do the job, but you're going to have to be very careful, as with the pipe wrench. You know, you're going to have to be very, very careful. You're dealing with plastic fittings, and they don't take a lot. Now, a specialty wrench here, the manufacturer was kind enough to let us know what it is. It's called a slip and lock nut wrench. And I've had a lot of use for this in the boat building industry. I use it on plastic through-hull fittings. It's just a wide-jawed adjustable wrench, and you're just going to slip it like that. Now this is a very, very light-duty little tool. Now your pipes might look just like this. They might be chrome-plated. They might be a rusty-looking metal. They might be a shiny. Just going to undo that. That was easy. Undo this one. It's the opposite because it's attached to this T-junction. It's not attached to the water trap, or elbow pipe if you prefer. It's attached to the T-junction here, so it just undoes the other way. And you can see that. Comes out nice and easy. Drops off. Pour it out, and if there was a prize inside, we'd have it. Okay, so to put it back together, and you're going to let it align itself. The more important one is this one here, the self-sealing one. So you want to allow it to find home all by itself. Just going to put that on, wind that up, and then before you've got it smoked down tight, you start winding this one down to meet it. And then before you got that one smoked down tight, come back and finish this one, and then finish this one. And you're done. If you find that your hand isn't strong enough and you don't have any of the tools I suggested, try wrapping your hand. Sometimes you'll find a rag really improves your grip, okay? And therefore the power you can transmit to what you're trying to turn. Now if you're really lucky, you might find a sink drain like this. You're more likely to find a water trap like this one in a boat than you are in somebody's house. They're just attached with a hose clamp, and so they come off with an ordinary screwdriver. There we go. Nice. Now, one last thing to consider is that if you didn't find what you were looking for here in the water trap, it could be laying right in here. So you may need to reach up inside here. These are glued permanently, okay? You're not going to be able to take that apart without doing some damage. But you could run a snake in here, which would push it this way and have it drop out through this hole, or back into the trap if you've reassembled it like I have here. Okay, so it's just another thought. So good luck, and thanks for watching.